Well, this has been a while. I feel like I haven't been on camera for years. It's only been a couple months, though. Seeing that the Left Forgotten Episode 1 trailer is my most viewed video and my first premiere, I think I should talk about the current state of Left Forgotten and the other shows I'm working on. Because, I haven't talked about those for a while. The number one thing you probably all want to know, and since it wasn't in the trailer, the number one thing you all want, a release date. There's no set release date for episode 1, but there is one thing I can promise you, and you're all gonna come at me with your pitchforks for this. It's gonna have to come out after Christmas. Because budgets. That's the thing. I have been using the budgets for the fan films of Friday the 13th, Halloween, and Nightmare on Elm Street. But you will soon learn why, because I am constructing the Danimation Fanverse. For all of you who've seen that playlist, you'll know that's all the films put together. Now, Left Forgotten won't be in that playlist, because, it's going to have its own playlist, because it's a series. But I will promise you one thing. Left Forgotten is part of the Danimation Fanverse. It's like the MCU. Think like, I would want to put, a playlist in a playlist, so I could have the Left Forgotten playlist in the Danimation Fanverse playlist with the films, but I just can't do that. YouTube, if you're watching, I wish I could do that. What are you talking about, YouTube? Of course you're watching this, otherwise it wouldn't be uploaded. But still, I wish I could do that, but I just can't. But I should just know, once most of the Danimation Fanverse stuff has happened, I will do a Danimation Fanverse Timeline Explained video, as well as a different playlist of it in timeline order. Left Forgotten won't be in that either, because, it's getting its own playlist. But I can promise you, Left Forgotten is connected to the fan films. They are the same universe. Okay? I promise you, after Christmas, I'm probably going to get up a massive budget. Not massive per se, but about as massive as I can get, with only 21 subscribers. Thank you so much, by the way. But, a bigger budget as I can get. Spend the money for stuff. I'm still going to be buying stuff for fan films, but I'm also going to be focusing on Left Forgotten. Because most of episode 1 is finished and animated, and I really want you to see it. I was even thinking about releasing a preview, but I don't want to do that because that will take away from the actual episode. Who am I kidding? I'll put a preview at the very end of this episode to keep you watching, because I need those precious YouTube watch minutes. But still, let's talk about the rest. Okay. This is actually a very personal reason for this thing I'm going to do with the other series. I wanted to have it be like Left Forgotten, a massive event, 4 seasons, 13 episodes. No, not doing that. That and the films, I just can't see myself doing that. I'm not cancelling them because I've already announced them. And I really, really hate cancelling things that I've built up hype around. I really don't want to do that. But I have thought of a solution. Something I think I can do. Well, technically it's 2 words. Mini-series. I will do a mini-series. Each of these will be a mini-series about, specific characters. Think like, the, like Disney Plus Marvel series. So, I'm gonna put it all together. Think of the Danimation Fanverse like the MCU. Left Forgotten is basically like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., a big, like a CW series. A really long series that you can follow with multiple storylines. The other series will have only 6 episodes. and it will have one story to follow. So, once you've seen all the 6 episodes, it's basically a little detour from the actual Left Forgotten stuff. And then, of course, there's multiple stuff in the MCU that you don't want to do in a series. Characters like Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger in my series, which is why they're the ones who are getting the fan film treatment, and not a fan series. Okay? So yeah, in this universe, Bendy and Freddy Fazbear do exist in the same universe as Michael Myers and Chucky. Oh, God! Yeah, Chucky is the next fan film coming out, sorry. But if you find yourself watching Left Forgotten and then watching the miniseries and still wanting more of these characters, and you've already seen all the fan films, but you still want more of this universe, first I'd appreciate it that you actually like my work to that extent and you like the stories I'm telling. But if you can't just watch a film and you want to be in for like the whole ride and do another series, that you haven't been in this ride since Left Forgotten, and don't worry, I've got you covered. I said I couldn't do 5 series. I didn't say I couldn't do 2. But I still want to do them as miniseries. So what did I do? Wait for it. Left Forgotten is extremely personal to me. It's the first script I've ever written. This may surprise you, but the fan films actually aren't scripted. I just, have a rough idea in my head. But I really wanted Left Forgotten to be good, so I wrote a script for each episode. And that's why it's important to me. It had a lot of really good work put into it. And that's not to say the fan films didn't have good work put into it. The miniseries will also be scripted. But again, Left Forgotten's important to me. And so are my fans. And I just can't let either of them end. So, I had to continue the story in Left Forgotten, Chapter 2. Yep, I'm doing a sequel series. This one is more connected to Left Forgotten than any of the other miniseries. Basically, it's going to be, after you watch Left Forgotten, you'll see where all these characters, where are they now, how are they recovering from these traumatic events of, murders and, haunted animatronics and ink cartoon people. And who knows? Maybe you might actually see some characters from other horror games, not from FNAF or Bendy. I'm not going to give you any examples because I'm not going to give you any spoilers. One thing I can say is if you're a fan of the fan films and you want like Jason, Michael, Freddy Krueger, not Freddy Fazbear, to be in it, I'm afraid you're out of luck. I fully intend to end those characters' stories in the films. I said that they are in a connected universe. But, think of a person, you've never met someone before. Alright? Think, 2 actual serial killers in the world. Think of, Bendy and Michael Myers. They can exist in the same world, the world's a big place, but they couldn't meet. You can still have an interconnected world and characters not meet. Just, it could be a historic event. That's what I'm saying. But still, I hope you're excited. Hopefully you're hyped enough. And hopefully you haven't clicked off this video yet. The little craps. This is a reward for all you patient boys and girls. A preview of Left Forgotten. Something you've been waiting for months now. This will feed your appetites just until after Christmas when the first episode actually comes out. Feast your eyes on this clip from Left Forgotten Episode 1. Gah! Every inch of this place is incriminating! 10 minutes looking around in here and they'll find out what I did to those kids. Unless, of course, they discover what you did to these kids. Wild, free-roaming animatronics are dangerous, after all. Which one? Which one? That's perfect! The police find the kids were killed in an accident with a defective animatronic. Case closed. Time to make you a star. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. If it didn't make any sense to you, of course I'm not going to give it away, because it is out of context. So when the actual episode comes out, you will get the full context. But anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Hope you're excited. Danimation out.